Traditional lenders like banks and Wall Street lenders won't write mortgages under $100,000. So this creates a massive gap in the housing market and a huge opportunity for private capital. The goal of this very short presentation is to give you a brief introduction to Capable Capital and tell you what we do. We would appreciate your feedback. Our aim is to give you enough information so you want to learn more and even refer others that may be interested in considering an investment like this. At Capable Capital, we buy houses. We own the house outright. We sell the house as is on terms. The money to buy the houses comes from the fund. Investors, limited partners, contribute their investment dollars into the fund and all the funds are pooled. We, as the general partner, use the pooled funds to buy the houses cash. We sell the house via seller finance to tenant buyers. The tenant buyer pays a down payment and monthly principal and interest payments to the fund, just like people pay a traditional mortgage payment to a bank. The general partner manages payments, including escrow, profit, and capital payments. And if the LP has opted into the reinvestment program, then the GP automatically reinvests those contributions back into more deals, compounding the returns. We purchased this house in Virginia for $37,000 and sold it for $99,000. We get $1,180 per month of revenue, and that's a 33% return on investment. Virginia achieves a great return on investment, and that's one of the many reasons why we invest there. The private investor contributed $30,000 towards this deal. We pay back capital and profit of $667.33 per month for 5 years on an amortized schedule. Our investor will make a $10,000 profit on this deal. There are more houses available than money at the moment. What you can see here is a snapshot of the houses available on the market. There are probably even more off the market. That doesn't mean there is an issue or an oversupply. The opposite, in fact. There are more buyers in this price range than there are houses, but the capital to buy is not available. And this is not changing anytime soon. A question we hear all the time is, why don't our tenant buyers just go buy the house directly? And that's a really good question. The tenant buyers really can't buy them because the money is not available. They need the financing to make the deal work, and that's what we provide. These are our first target areas. These are the landlord-friendly states through the Midwest and the South. We already have houses in Virginia, Missouri, and Ohio, and we are now looking at buying in Arkansas and Alabama. We already have boots on the ground in all of these areas. So what is the problem we're trying to solve, and why do we need investors? Well, laws introduced since 2008 have made lending under $100,000 very expensive. And these laws are the Regulatory Compliance, which is the Truth in Lending Act, and Dodd-Frank, the Ability to Repay rule. There is also appraisal requirements and secondary market limitations, and that is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac set minimum loan amounts for purchasing mortgages. Plus, the risk-return profile is a thinner profit margin for banks and institutional lenders. As a result, there is a shortage of funds available for the sub $100,000 market. Investors like us and owner-occupiers struggle to find lenders that will actually help them buy these moderately priced houses. We have experienced this firsthand and know there is a huge opportunity. In order to scale, a fund like this is needed. We need access to large amounts of capital to scale because we just can't get our hands on reliable, consistent capital from the existing financial system. A fund is the most secure vehicle available to solve our problem, protect our investors, and make the housing available to this massive market. I'm sure you have questions and I'm happy to answer them. And if you're ready to learn more, I encourage you to book a time with me to learn who we are, what we deliver, and our investment options. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Just scan the QR code and book a meeting with me.